Hello everyone. Today in Anatomy and Physiology, we're going to be talking about oxygen. I know when you hear the word debt, you're all nervous, wondering what do I owe? Who do I have to pay? But oxygen debt is not money we pay for oxygen, or it's not oxygen that we owe that we live in. It's not even us getting an allowance of oxygen. Well, not exactly. So what is oxygen debt? Oxygen debt defined as the amount of oxygen needed by liver cells to convert the accumulated lactic acid to glucose and to restore muscle ATP and creatine phosphate concentration. So, what does all that mean? Well, when you exercise, um, the exercise may be so strenuous that you're no longer in aerobic exercise where you're using oxygen, but you go into anaerobic exercise where no longer using the oxygen and your body is creating energy anaerobically. But after that, our bodies need to restore the oxygen so our muscles can work properly. So the difference between the amount of oxygen that we regularly use and was used when we exercise strenuously is the oxygen. You notice that after people sprint, run a race, or do anything that takes up more breathing, more oxygen than you normally use, they're out of breath. And the heavy breathing is the body taking in the oxygen it needs, getting rid of the CO2 that it is on. So the oxygen debt again is the difference between the resting rate of oxygen consumption and the elevated rate following exercise, also known as the EPOC. So how much oxygen do we owe? Well, the total amount of extra oxygen consumed after strenuous activity is typically about 11 liters. And it's used to replace the body's oxygen reserves, replenish the oxygen system. It's used to oxidize the lactic acid in our bodies. The lactic acid is the stuff that makes our muscles hurt. And it's used for elevated metabolic rate. So in summary, muscle fatigue is we're unable to contract even though stimulated. Oxygen debt is the ability to take in enough oxygen fast enough to supply those muscles with oxygen. And our recovery period is when we're breathing in that extra oxygen so that our oxygen, ATP, and CP levels can be restored. That's all on oxygen debt. Take care.